Greetings, everyone. The TonicMan with you, and what a call this is going to be. What a day it is today. Holy cow. Folks, we have so much news for you, but I wanted to tell you that we do have some really outstanding, very short success stories. And the reason I'm playing this is to show you what we are trying to now do. These short testimonials are what will pique someone's interest. For example, there is going to be one on massive depression. Well, all the people that you know, and you know a lot of them, who are depressed, maybe not massively, but a little bit, with what's going on in this country and the problems and the costs and no money and the prices in the grocery stores up 30-40%. Everybody is stressed. Everybody's getting depressed. So until a new government comes in and changes things, we're going to help out. And one way we're going to help out is we have figured out a way how we are going to massively turn your commissions higher. That's right. We're going to make them 40% higher. Did you hear correctly? You're going to want to enroll as an ambassador of health when this new plan launches, because we are going to overcome your cost of living and the inflation. You know, they talk about it's up 20%. It's not up 20%. It's up 40%. Heck, our electric bills have gone up 40%. Gas is up 100% from the good old days. So this nonsense about 20% is just nonsense. Well, what we can do is we can increase them 40%. We figured out a way how to do it, and what that needs is massive involvement by all of you. We need you to pay it forward. That's all you have to do. So this call is going to show you how you're going to be able to pay it forward easily, and you won't spend a dime. So you're all going to become ambassadors of health. You're all going to get these massive commissions, and you're all going to pay it forward and make sure that the world knows about the benefits of the, well, I was about to say the Jesus Christ tonic, but some of you on the call may not believe in Jesus Christ, but that's okay. It is the Jesus Christ tonic because it has just made so many miracles. And the lady that coined that phrase, you have heard her success story a few months ago, Marcia, and when she coined that phrase, now I know why it's called JC Tonic. It must be because of that, and it must be because miracle upon miracle. And these short success stories that you're going to hear are an indication of that. But you all know that already because you've lived it, and a lot of people that you've got using the tonic are living it. They are just more and more and more. But we need a lot more people to be drinking the tonic to turn their health conditions around. There was a tremendous presentation by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. that is available, and we are going to send to you to listen. He just rakes everybody in the food business and the drug business over the coals, and he explains the statistics and how this country has been led astray. Folks, by the time that whole thing turns around, it's going to take an awful long time. In the meantime, you can turn things around with the JC Tonic. Because guess what? Doesn't matter what you suffer of, everybody gets results. It may not happen on the first ounce or the first bottle, but you know that, and you know how to handle that. So you need to talk to 10 people a day. If you talk to 10 people a day, You're going to make commissions, which are going to be able to allow you to afford your food bill, which is up 30% or maybe 40% in some items, maybe more on other items, but you'll be able to live again with decent food at a decent price on your table. Just think about that. Don't think about money. Don't think about commission. Don't think about anything. Just talk to people about the tonic and what it can do for their health, and you will start getting those commissions. And you know what? So will they, because they're going to want to know how to do it. Everybody wants to know how to put decent food on their table these days. And we've been racking our brain for 2 years as this thing is getting worse and worse. The inflation is getting worse and worse. Costs are soaring worse and worse. You know, our botanicals alone went up 30% in the last 3 years. Well, everything else is. Our electric bill has gone up. Everything. Doesn't matter what you talk about, and you know that. It's not just in our personal lives, it's in everybody's business life. You know, they're talking about companies are gouging. They're not gouging. They're putting their prices up because they have to pay the electric bills as well to manufacture the product. And for companies to stay in business, they do have to make a certain amount of profit. And if they want to pay a decent wage to employees and keep the employees, then they have to have a certain income. It's for every company. It doesn't matter which ones. Ours included. In order for us to give you good service, we really have to increase the prices. But instead of increasing the prices, we're going to increase your commission so that you make more production and there's more volume, and that more volume is going to cover the price increase. So instead of increasing our prices, we're going to increase the volume of product that we manufacture and we get out there. And you know, folks, it's the same with any industry. Volume dictates the price. The higher volume, the cheaper per unit. And that's what we're doing. So we've got this plan underway. Now we have to write the software so we can introduce it in January or February, but we want you to start getting ready. Make some plans. Start making that list. Take out your contact list. Take out your phone contact list, your email contact list. Start looking at everybody who is ill. Well, who is ill? 85% of everybody on everybody's list is ill. So it's no magic. Just go down the list. Put a little note next to each name. What their illness is, you probably know, because every time you phone them and say, "Hi, Mary, oh, I feel terrible, I got this, I got that, I have this appointment with this doctor, now they found this, now I'm on this drug," it goes on and on. So you know probably by memory at least half of the people. Well, if you only even know 20 of the people, call them. But now we've got it easy for you. These testimonials that you hear are going to be sent to your phone. You just forward it to their phone. You don't say anything. You just say, "Mary, have a listen to this." And suppose she's suffering from depression, and one of these that you hear tonight is on your phone, and you send it to Mary. "Mary, have a listen. Maybe this will help you." That's all. You don't get into the doctor, the botanicals, the who said what, and the history. That'll come later. When they get interested, they're going to want to know, so you'll tell them. But for the moment, it's very simple. Get them interested to make a change in their life. That's what they need to do. They need to make the change. Just start drinking the tonic, and they'll take 1 bottle or 2 bottles, or maybe you get the family on and take 4 bottles, and your business has started. But not only that, you're doing the mission first and then the commission. Remember the mission of this company. You forget it, or a lot of you did not even know about it. It is this: give the people of the world what they need before they know they need it. Simple, isn't it? But complicated. Give the people of the world what they need before they know they need it. They need the tonic to get well or to stay well, but they don't know about it until you tell them. So start the list today. Don't worry, we will look after you. If we have to calculate your commissions manually, we'll do the best we can. But the software has to be rewritten, and it has to be tested, and so this is going to happen in the new year. But start the process now. Get ready. And know that this is what you're going to be able to do, and start calculating how much money you can earn, which will offset those terrible, terrible inflationary costs, okay? And then when the prices start to come down, when we have a new government who runs the government properly, we're going to be able to let you keep those profits. If it comes down 5%, you got 5% richer. If it goes down 10%, you've got 10% more in your pocket. We're not going to remove the commissions because the volume that you create is going to continue and grow. So you get everybody to become an ambassador. We will give training to everybody so that you know exactly how to proceed. When you're interested and you want to get started, give Home Office a call, 1-800-JC-TONIC. Tell them, I am ready, and we will walk you through the whole process, you and your sponsor, or you and your downline, or you and your prospects. You can all get on the phone. We can have a conference call with 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 people and explain everybody how to do it. If you have 10 people that all want to do it and make some money, put them all together, and we'll tell you how you should build your business, who should sponsor who, so you can maximize your commissions and make a team. That's how to do that. So I'm going to continue for another 2 hours if you let me. So let me get to our guest tonight, because this is dynamite stuff, and I'll come back at the end of the call just to close up for a few words. But have a listen. They're very short, and that's how they have to be, short and sweet. So when you send it to somebody's phone, they're not going to turn it on and then say, oh, I have to turn it off because I have something else to do. It's going to be short and sweet. They'll listen to the whole thing. People today neither have the patience, and probably with a lot of reason. They have a to-do list a mile long, and they're always under the gun, and they're always trying to get things done, and they're not able to. So you need 2 minutes of their time, because that's all you're going to be able to get. And if you can get the testimonial into their hands and they listen to it, I guarantee you're going to get a phone call. At least they're going to say, what the heck is this? They'll say something. And that's all you need, okay? Then you tell them the story and send them to your website, because all of you who become ambassadors have your own website. And there's a business card that we've developed for you. It's got a QR code on it. You have those business cards, and when you're out and about in the store and people say, it sounds interesting, you say, here, have a look. It's your website. They just put their phone on the QR code. Bam, they're on your website. They can look at everything. They can order. But you have on the phone all these testimonials, and when they say, well, I suffer of high blood sugar, you say, hold on. You go down your list, you click high blood sugar. Here, listen to this. By the way, what's your name? Oh, your name's Mary. Okay, well, Mary, have a listen to this. You can do this with strangers. It takes 2 minutes. It's called the 2-minute presentation, folks, which is what I try to do, but I guess I didn't do it tonight. So there we are. Let's listen to our guests, and I'll see you on the other side of that.
Prior to taking JC Tonic, I was basically so sick that I thought my life was over because I couldn't function anymore. And I began to get depressed. And everybody knows me. I'm not a depressing person. I'm a very upbeat person, but my personality had changed. So I took the tonic, and in 3 days, I couldn't believe that I began to feel like a real person. And I remembered my life years ago, what it was like, that I actually could move around and bounce around and do all kinds of things that I have not been doing for 14 years. And I've been taking the tonic since. My whole life is back. I've lost 14 years, but I've regained my life again, and I'll never go off this tonic. Everybody should be on it. It's fantastic.
Pain is so severe that it felt like there were knives. And you could have severed my leg with no anesthesia, and it would have been no different. The pain was so severe that I found myself not going anywhere, not doing anything. I couldn't walk up and down a flight of stairs. I couldn't pick up a glass of water. I couldn't play the piano anymore. I couldn't even fix my hair. I didn't want to live anymore. So my friend, my new friend, she asked me about JC Tonic. She asked me, she said, "Have you tried the tonic?" And I said, "What tonic?" And being desperate, I'm thinking, I'm ready to try anything. By about 5 days later, I wasn't even paying attention, and I was running up and down the steps and picking up a glass of water and doing a lot of things that I hadn't done in a long time. And this is a remarkable product. I've always suffered from migraine headaches, and I've had fibroid cysts on my left breast, which can be very painful, to the point where I had a hard time even raising my arm or using my left arm for anything. And so about 3 days after taking the tonic, I noticed that the pain on my left side was not as severe.
The thing that has affected my life most was the severe depression has robbed my joy and happiness. And now after 5 months of taking it, I mean, every day I just feel terrific. I just can't hardly hold myself back. It's just such a joy to feel being happy instead of sad and depressed all the time.
Pat was diagnosed with 2 years ago, diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. So when we found it, we had 2 surgeons say that there's no sense in doing surgery. So we went ahead and made the choice to do surgery. Then she came out in a coma, and they said she'd never come out of the coma. She beat that. So when we brought her home, she couldn't walk, couldn't talk. Her words were all mixed up, couldn't have conversation. So it was very difficult to figure out what she wanted and what her needs were.
My brain tumor took me right over. So the control was out of my hands. I didn't know what to do. But taking this tonic, it took off that veil, and I could see things a whole lot clearer. I could understand things. I could relate. I could open my mouth and talk. The understanding of where I'm at now it's even more. Every month it's getting better and clearer, that I feel that there's this an understanding that I can do what I can. And to understand that now is simple. Just taking the tonic, just opening up that little thing and drinking that right there. That has helped me tremendous. So I'm understanding and being able to say these things clearer, and that has helped tremendous.
So now I'm going to do the back end of it. So what did you think of that, folks? Isn't that easy? That's going to be fantastic. Make sure we have your mobile number. Make sure you text it in and give us permission to text you. We will add you to our text list, and you will start getting these snippets, as we call them, right now, and you can start using them right now. And if you get them out to all your contacts right now, by the time they look at it and they listen to it and call you and you explain to them and they buy a bottle and or 2 or 3 or 4 and they get started and then they have the testimonial, then we want you to make sure you get their before and after photo and that you set them up so we can schedule them for their conference call, for their success story, just like these were done. And then we will use them to add to your repertoire so you'll have many more. That's how we do this. And you can do it all in 3 months. You'll be thriving. You'll be drinking free. You'll be on auto ship, which is the lowest cost of any for your product. And you'll be able to start making commissions. And you'll have a business, and you'll start to drink for free. When you're drinking for free, that means you're making enough money that you don't pay for yours, you and your family. That's the way to go. And bring along 10 friends, and before you know it, they'll each bring 10 friends, and before you know it, you'll be banking it, okay? So there we are, folks. That's the call for tonight. Thanks very much. We will email this out to you shortly. But start thinking about it. Call us, call anybody at home office and get some details, and let's get started. All righty. Don't forget, America is sick. Wait till you hear what Robert F. Kennedy says. America is so sick that if we don't do something about it, we're going to die. Well, we're all dying faster than we should. Folks, watch and see. Okay? So we're going to get that call out to you about Robert F. Kennedy. Have a listen. It's really outstanding. Okay? Thanks. Bye for now. And don't forget, when you take an ounce, you feel the bounce.
Jurak Classic Whole Body Tonic is a dietary supplement, not a drug. Therefore, it is useful to affect the structure and or function of your body in various ways. But it is not intended to and will not cure, mitigate, treat, or prevent any disease. Individual testimonials may not be rep everyone's experience and do not constitute scientific evidence. Jurak Corporation does not make any drug or treatment claims for its product.